Hey, Dr. Lindsey and Wendy here. We're going to review a case and have a little short interview with one of our younger guys that has finer and limited quantity hair. And I got an email last night from some guy from way out of our area who'd been told that he could get complete coverage and he had plenty of hair and just move ahead. And I told the guy he looks just like this fellow, and just wait 2 or 3 days so you can see what he looks like. So, you know, we do these things not just to show off our work, which we're both proud of, but rather so that people can see what somebody with their kind of hair would get. It'd be ridiculous for somebody with this guy's hair to think that he can get the result you can get with Wendy's hair. So.
Yeah, well, yes, that's what I said. Oh, another video? But it is another video to show you that, so you have plenty of examples to see and compare yourself to somebody that we have done, either thick hair or thin hair, or so you can find somebody that looks like you and compare it to what real life would be instead of an image on a computer, or instead, you know.
Yeah, because one kind of tree is different than another kind of tree, and one kind of hair covers different than another kind of hair, and some people have 40 acres of baldness and some people just have a little bit. In fact, our gallery on our webpage is laid out just like this. You get small frontals, big frontals, crowns, so that you can kind of see, you the potential customer can see what our work looks like and see kind of what the number of grafts it takes, because you go to somebody else's office and they say, oh, you need 3,000 grafts and that covers everything. Well, 3,000 grafts won't cover everything.
Yes, well, they say, this is what, they don't tell you this is what 3,000 will cover. They just say, oh yeah, we can do that. Yep. You'll be looking great. You'll be looking good.
So let's get to Alex. So
yes.
This fella is young. I think he was early 30s, something like that. No,
late 20s,
27.
Late
yes.
20s. Late 20s.
Yeah. And he came in, and you can see in the picture we're showing, I mean, he's got almost no hair up front, and almost no hair in the middle, and not much hair in the back. And he is constrained not by financial problems, but rather by the quantity and quality of his donor hair. And so if you look at the back of his head, which we're showing now, you can just see we got to make sure each one of those hairs works, and we got to spend them somewhat frugally. So we designed him a hairline that was too old for 27, but would look good when he's my age, and it'll look good when he's 30, as you'll see in the video. And we did one case on him, and generally, well, he went through that fine. He had a girlfriend at the time, right?
Yes.
Who took care of him, and that's always helpful. And then generally we wait a year to do a second case, because you, the potential customer or the repeat customer, feel more confident in handing over more money or going through any ouches if you know it worked the first time. Additionally, it's good to let the scalp stretch and everything heal in. And lastly, almost always when we do a second case, we take some singles and put to bolster the hairline, because you can just never get the hairline dense enough. But if the hair hadn't grown in, you don't know where to put them. And but Alex was in a big hurry, and he said he was leaving the country forever.
Alex was the first patient that I have seen that was able to convince Dr. Lindsey to do a procedure
before 6 months.
Before the 6 months period. And it mainly because Alex did convince us that he did his research. He did about a year of research, and he was confident that the first one was going to grow. And
he swore he was never coming back to the U.S.
Yes. So I was like, okay, instead of you going somewhere else, we already work with us. You're telling us, I'll never come back. So we did him, but he came back.
Yeah, and he's now at 10 months out. So when you look at the video, just remember that the first case of his thin, fine hair is only 10 months out, and then the second case is only 6 months out. So he's got way more growing to do. We saved hair in the back in case he wants a third case, but we're going to make him wait for the full year out from the second case and see whether he really needs it or really wants it. And because now that I know he can get back to the U.S., there's really no rush to doing an emergency hair transplant, because he needs to catch a plane, right?
Yeah, I think he knows that, and that's why he says hopefully you'll be doing his third hair transplant. I think the results for Alex. There's a lot of young kids. He's 27. He's 27, and for a lot of young guys, they think there's no hope, or there is it's either no. I think they think is that there's either no hope for them and they can look like that, or they go all the way to the other end. Well, they think that with that donor area that Alex has, they can look like
Wolfman Jack.
that.
He's the guy from the 70s. I love it.
Yes, but then, and that's why we show those examples for you to compare. And this is, there's a lot of late 20 guys that look like Alex.
So enjoy the video. So Alex, okay if I use your face, right?
Yes.
I met you about a year and a month or two ago, and then we talked about you were a young guy. We couldn't do a goofy low hairline, and you had relatively fine, sparse donor hair. And so we did your front, and then you got sent overseas and coaxed me into doing a second case on you at 6 months, at 4 months. That's right.
Yeah.
And I was so stressed that things weren't going to heal right, and we went ahead and did that. And then you had told me you were never coming back to the United States. And lo and behold, you're back here, and you asked whether we could do more, and I said we got to wait for everything to grow in. But you look awesome. So how's your experience been?
It's been fantastic, and I feel awesome. And number one thing for me is just a tremendous amount of confidence, and that's carried over to other different aspects of my life. And overall, the process has been extremely easy. And so hopefully Dr. Lindsey wants to continue to work with me.
We just got to let it grow in a little bit more. Yeah. And so put your chin down just a little bit. Now, I'll put pictures up showing how you had virtually no hair, and this is the first video that we have with our new lighting, so I'm not quite sure how to use it. We're still using the same old video camera. So we did the whole front, and then at 4 months out we added some more hair to the hairline on the left side, and then turn around and face the wall, would you? And look up towards the ceiling. And I can't remember how many grafts. I'll put this into the video, but it wasn't a whole lot the first time, and it was even fewer the second time, just because your donor area, chin down now, it is full of, or not full, contains a limited number of fine, relatively weak hairs. But we did two strips, and got a pretty good little scar that's easily covered with your short haircut for 2 cuts out of the back of your head, and it's still not too tight. And if we chin up a little bit more, if you would, please. So my best guess is that over the next 6 or 7 months, you're going to have significant thickening over to the second case and along your hairline. And then is it worth doing anything to your crown? And if you were my age, I would tell you, no. But you're not my age, you're young, and so my guess is that it will be worth your while to add hair to your crown. But let's not put the cart before the horse. All right, turn back around. And so, was that pretty upfront with you about everything?
Yes, extremely transparent.
Did it hurt you a lot? Be completely honest.
No, other than the actual injections to the site itself, after that, it was very, very smooth. Okay,
and any advice you have to these characters that are looking for a bargain and go overseas to get hair treatment?
I would say this is an investment, and that you should, obviously do your research, but treat it as a long-term solution. Don't go for a quick fix.
All right, man. Thanks a lot. So Alex was very candid during the video. He told what I think every potential customer needs to hear from his perspective. And I hope you found this informative. If we can help you out, please give us a call. Thanks.